Assalamualaikum dan selamat pagi Sabtu kepada semua FPL managers. FPL Jedi Show kembali ke udara pada pagi ini di mana kita akan go through our team news dan juga some press conference daripada manager untuk mempersiapkan semua bagi menghadapi game week 6 ini. Bersama saya seperti biasa co-host saya Azmin. Apa khabar pagi ni? Dah breakfast ke belum?
Dah breakfast dah. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes.
Excellent.
Okay, good. So how's we feeling this game week 6? Adakah kita dah prepare?
Okay, so still a lot of things and I was worried a bit about my team trying to fix things and trying to understand the dynamics, trying to get the best picks. Tapi memang banyak juga yang berlaku during the week and some more factors that we need to think of yang ada melibatkan some key players as well. So nanti kita tengok.
Okay, saya percaya ramai yang akan menunggu, especially lah some of the news kita pun dah tahu, tapi kita akan run through sedikit, especially owner kepada Brentford, Leeds United punya team news are important lah untuk kita buat decision sebab some of the key players berada dalam pasukan managers kita. Kita pun ada juga some of Leeds United punya players. Also kita nak tengok some key players daripada West Ham juga, Antonio red card last week, so adakah dia sudah kembali dalam pasukan first 11 ni? Adakah David Moyes ada mengatakan dia akan bermain? Itu agak penting juga jika anda akan memilih dia untuk menjadikan captain pick for this week. Dia ada news juga saya rasa penting adalah trend atau TAA last week missing illness. Banyak mengecewakan manager dan terpaksa bermain pemain bench, dan adakah beliau dah sihat untuk bermain pada minggu ini? Liverpool akan bertemu dengan tengok aku pun dah lupa siapa.
Brentford.
Brentford away. It's going to be a tight match. So let's go through our game week 6 fixture dahulu.
Yep.
So fixture pada hari ini akan bermula dengan kick off pada 7.30. Seperti saya maklumkan sebelum ni, Chelsea dan Man City akan bertemu. Itu kira match yang paling top lah Both giant ataupun top 6 punya team atau top 4 punya team. Manchester United bertemu dengan Aston Villa. And then pukul 10 malam kita ada 4 match. Everton lawan Norwich. Saya percaya kita juga nak share Everton punya news. Adakah Richarlison dan juga DCL sihat untuk bertemu dengan Norwich, dan kita expect high scoring goal lah Everton versus Norwich. Leeds United lawan West Ham. Leicester lawan Burnley. And then juga Watford dengan Newcastle. Kita juga akan share Watford adakah pemain paling dimasukkan atau transfer ini yang paling banyak, Ismail Sarr minggu ni. And then adakah Batman sihat untuk bermain? So mungkin kita boleh run through some of the news. Then tengah malam nanti Brentford lawan Liverpool. Kemudian pada hari Ahad Southampton lawan Wolves, dan juga lepas tu London Derby Arsenal versus Spurs. And then Monday night Crystal Palace akan bertemu dengan Brighton which is top 4 team sekarang So there's a good news for Brighton fans, right? So mungkin kita go through Chelsea lawan Man City punya team news. Apakah perkabaran terkini untuk both team?
Okay, first thing, Chelsea Manchester City ni memang kata boleh, yalah, it's a tough match. Saya rasa ramai daripada pengurus fantasy, kalau dia belum lagi ada Chelsea player atau Manchester City player, mungkin bukan minggu ni waktu untuk memasukkan player. Tapi dari segi kecederaan untuk Chelsea, Mason Mount memang takkan play. Tapi seorang yang sebelum ni terkejut dia tak ada, Mendy memang akan dah fit balik dan telah dikatakan oleh Tuchel yang dia akan bermain untuk melawan Manchester City.
Right. Okay, good.
So memang dari segi Chelsea, of course Lukaku will be back. Of course ramai daripada Chelsea players first 11 yang tak main dalam midweek League Cup punya match. Tapi basically yang the key people yang out tu Mount lah. Pulisic dengan Giroud pun out, tapi orang tak kisah sangat lah. Mount lah yang paling
Ya,
key.
saya rasa pun ada juga yang frustrated bawa Mau masuk last week kena sub out half time. This week pula tak main, aduh. Okay.
And kalau kita remember masa right after the international break pula dia tak main juga, dia tak start juga the match. So there's a questions on Mason Mount and how how the manager plans to play. Okay. Daripada Manchester City pula macam Gundogan tak ada. Ada berita dalam Twitter mengatakan ada nampak 18-19 pemain yang dalam perjalanan ke London semalam. Tapi Gundogan tak nampak. So kemungkinan besar dia tak ada. So a lot of first 11 predictions dalam internet dengan sama ada dalam Twitter ke Facebook ke mana-mana, tak ada Gundogan dalam line up. So kemungkinan besar dia tak ada. Tapi sebab apa tu tak sure.
Okay.
So this is the question.
Adakah Man City punya defend Laporte atau Stones ke, any news ke mereka akan bermain?
Lagi seorang Laporte dengan Stones memang macam out jugalah.
Okay. So Ake main ke?
Yeah.
So adakah Ake
mungkin dikatakan yang Stones memang out, Laporte tu mungkin out. Dia ada muscle punya issue. So kalau that back four mungkin Walker, Diaz, Ake dengan Cancelo lah. Kalau Laporte tu tak ada. Tapi itulah again, untuk memilih pemain daripada Manchester City ni pun kita tak tahu. Kita dah pun nampak minggu lepas Torres tak bermain melawan Southampton, and yang agak pasti merisaukan pemilik Torres ialah bukan sahaja dia tidak start, tetapi apabila tak kala Manchester City memerlukan gol, dia still tak masukkan Torres. Kenapa tu? So I think pemilik Torres pun agak gusar sikit. So tak tahulah, kena tengok macam mana mereka menilai match ni. Yang pastinya untuk game ni we will see the kepulangan Kevin De Bruyne untuk match ni, sebab obviously it's a very hard match up. And I think Pep will field his best, and KDB yang sebelum ni belum lagi betul-betul get a full play akan sebab kecederaan. Sekarang we will see him, so we will see. I just want to touch on Chelsea. I think quite a few people ada plan nak bawa masuk Chelsea defenders. Saya pun pada mulanya was thinking of memasukkan Alonso, tapi right now saya dah tak apalah, tunggulah.
Tunggu 1 minggu lagi lah.
Sebab saya risaukan KDB. I think that KDB memang kalau ada yang nak memboloskan gawang Chelsea, it's KDB.
Okay, good. So kalau tengok news tu nampak both team akan ada almost full squad jugalah. Okay.
Betul.
Saya rasa Chelsea without Mount tu mungkin Tuchel boleh lagi letak player yang lain macam Kante, Jorginho dengan Kovacic untuk main lah in the midfield. Dan saya percaya kehilangan Mount tu bukanlah faktor yang besar lah untuk mengatakan Chelsea cannot feel a strong side lah ya. So Chelsea lawan Man City, kepada owner Mendy yang frustrated last week tak main. Okay, ada yang komen pada saya juga, dia kata tu kenapa Mendy tak main dan tak ada bench untuk masukkan pengganti. So insyaAllah dia akan looks good untuk play. Alright.
Yep.
Okay, good. So let us go to Manchester United Aston Villa punya camp. Adakah any news untuk Manchester United? Saya ada dengar yang macam Ole mengatakan Cavani is ready to start. Betul. So not sure whether Cavani akan main ataupun partner dengan Ronaldo. Adakah Lingard yang dah 2 kali menyelamatkan Manchester, okay, and keep scoring goal, adakah dia akan mendapat kesebelasan utama? Any news? Yep.
Okay, yes, Cavani is fit. So I'm not sure with the pada pendapat saya sama ada Ole akan adjust dia punya style, dia punya formation. Tapi bagi saya Cavani walaupun dia fit, dia akan still start on the bench. Ya, dan cuba akan substitute later. Tengoklah keadaan match. Ya, bagi saya rasa kemungkinan besar Ole akan still menggunakan McTominay dan Fred kat tengah, and then Greenwood, Fernandes dengan Pogba untuk support Cristiano Ronaldo. So have to remember midweek Greenwood De Gea tak main, Cristiano Ronaldo tak main, back four mereka pun tak main juga. Lepas tu Greenwood dengan Fernandes cuma substitute sikit je. So kemungkinan so it's clear that I think we can see the strongest first 11 that Ole thinks he has.
Okay. So we expect Greenwood to start, Bruno to start, Pogba start. So I guess kalau siapa yang ada Greenwood lagi, tak perlu risau lagi, masih boleh dimainkan, betul?
Tak, dari segi first 11 saya tak risau, tapi memang I have to admit saya agak risau tentang sama ada productivity Greenwood dah terjejas terlalu sangat sebab kehadiran Ronaldo. Lagi satu cuma itulah Sancho ni belum lagi belum lagi show dia punya potential lagi, tapi memang masa masih ada, dan kalau ada satu pemain yang mungkin ada harapan untuk masuk first 11 untuk minggu untuk match hari ni is Jadon Sancho. Ya, tapi itulah rasa not sure untuk siapa, unless dia Ole decides to go full attack, so only field one of McTominay or Fred. So but otherwise, yeah, I cannot see it. Bagi saya Greenwood and Pogba should still start beside Bruno Fernandes to support Ronaldo.
Macam mana Aston Villa? Adakah dia full squad? Any injury?
Okay, Aston Villa, no, I think the main injury itu Bailey yang hari tu main 10 minit, score goal, assist, lepas tu injured. Tapi one key person yang tak ada is the guy on loan from Manchester United is Axel Tuanzebe. So he was quite critical in that back line, which biasanya Dean Smith main a back three. So ada player yang boleh masuk macam House, so mungkin dia masuk dia as well. So I think it should be fine. They may still play that back three dengan House, Mings dengan Konsa. So other than Bailey, everyone else should be fit, especially Ings and Watkins. And I think Watkins memang for me has a potential to break that Manchester United backline. Okay,
so macam saya yang kita ada, ramai mesti ada Ronaldo sekarang, okay, dan kalau Aston Villa pun mungkin full squad juga, saya akan mengkaptenkan Ronaldo setakat ni, okay, dan hopefully dia akan deliver lah, walaupun ramai mengatakan early kick off ni ramai kata dia tak bagus lah, nanti kalau captain tiba-tiba tak jadi dan dia spoil your week kan. Itu some of the mantra lah, okay, yang mana manager kata try to avoid captain early kick-off punya match, okay.
Betul.
Kalau macam tu then you can go Salah ataupun Antonio, but I think Ronaldo still ramai yang akan captain dia this week, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, kita pergi Everton Norwich. Saya penting sebab ada ramai juga yang akan bawa asset Everton masuk. Macam saya ni yang ada Lucas Digne, adakah Rafa Benitez clearkan dia yang mengatakan dia akan start? Min, tolonglah bagi tahu.
Okay, Digne dah kata okay. Supposedly okay by Rafa Benitez. Tapi saya cakap supposedly sebab saya dah kurang percaya sebab apa yang berlaku dengan DCL tempoh hari. So saya agak marah juga. Okay, so Digne and Pickford yang tiada sebelum ni. Pickford pun dah okay. Cuma masalah mereka is still that main tu lah, the Richarlison, DCL still tak ada. Andre Gomez pun tak ada for that midfield. And lagi seorang is Seamus Coleman tak ada. So there's quite a few people missing. So memang and as a result I'm a bit worried.
So you rasa adakah mengganggu rhythm permainan Everton dengan player ni? So
Yes, betul. Saya rasa memang rhythm terganggu, and I can't help but feel that Norwich akan rasakan mereka ada peluang untuk mendapat points for this match. Sorry, saya tahu ada dinya. Tapi sebab memang sekarang Norwich ni dah mula dalam keadaan terdesak sikit. So they will really fight this one. Obviously.
Yelah, Norwich for the past 5 game kalah je semua kan?
Kalah je. So they they show the capability attack. The defense is still an issue, but right now Everton punya attack pun macam akan ada issue juga. Hari tu lawan kalah 3-0 to Aston Villa. So a lot of work. I know a lot of grey holders agak kecewa. Tapi itulah, of course mereka akan simpan untuk menentang Norwich City, tapi saya risau yang mungkin mereka tak dapat simpan. Ya, so kalau saya lah memang kalau ada grey tu simpan, tapi kalau tak ada Everton player tunggu dululah. Walaupun
itulah, kalau macam aku ni nak bawa masuk Townsend Gray, nasihat Azmin adakah jangan bawa masuk? Mungkin game ni 3-0 boleh jadi.
No, I think that Everton definitely will concede. So it might be a 2-2 game. Yeah.
Okay. Alright. So Norwich macam mana? Any specific injury yang kita patut risau ataupun I think Pukki should play?
No, the key players are all there.
Okay.
Right. Cantwell tak ada. Cantwell apparently there's something that he will not make it for this round. Ada something personal lah. Tapi orang lain semua ada. Of course the key people, Zimmerman pun, Zimmerman tu still injured lagi lah. But everyone are Pukki, and I think some people may have Brandon Williams.
Yep.
He should be fine as well. And Gilmore should be okay. Although itulah, tak tahu whether or not Farker akan shuffle around his first 11 tu, tak tahulah.
Yes. Alright. Okay, let's go to Leeds versus West Ham. Inilah ramai yang tanya-tanya macam mana kedudukan player-player Leeds ni. Dengar kata banyak sangat injury, and then peminat Antonio pun nak tahu adakah dia akan bermain, dan kalau begitu mungkin itu captain pick yang terbaik minggu ni. Tengok macam mana. Min?
Okay. So for Bielsa dah cakap dia punya press conference awal it was on Khamis instead of Jumaat. So dia kata memang Bamford tak ada, Clich tak ada, dengan of course Llorente lah, the centre back.
I think Strike masih red card kan? Masih tak boleh main
Strike pun masih red card. So that's the question with the Ayling pun tak ada. Ayling mungkin tak ada juga. Masa last weekend memang dia had to be subbed out lawan Newcastle hari tu. So right now dia katakan untuk Ayling, Harrison sebab kau ingat hari tu dia pasal COVID, dengan Rafinha pun ada doubt juga. So tak tahu, biasa macam dia tak commit tu, kata mereka akan Rafinha will be available, and I think this is the biggest problem. And right now dalam the Fantasy Premier League pun dia dah official punya game pun dia dah put him down as at 50%. So 50% not that great. Kalau 75% mungkin ada lagi harapan. 50%, yalah, of course dia update that percentage based on the press conference. Yeah, so it's going to be a gamble. Siapa yang nak simpan, janganlah bawa. Siapa yang tak ada jangan bawa masuk.
Okay, alright. Untuk West Ham macam mana? Full squad ke? Anything to worry about?
West Ham I think is the full squad.
Okay. So kita boleh expect Bowen, Benrahma, Fornals, all those 4 attacking players to play lah.
Yeah, but it's possible that Vlasic might start instead of Bowen. I don't know, because Bowen did play the full match, I think midweek in the League Cup. So I know that Moyes dia kata dia ada mengatakan yang dia quite impressed with Vlasic. So he might go in. Of course ada orang mengatakan yang Antonio pun tak start juga midweek, tapi bagi saya memang Moyes dah lock him down untuk Premier League. So macam mana pun dia takkan main dalam that League Cup. Memang he'll be rested, even though dia tak main last weekend menentang Manchester United, but he will be rested. And I have to say that this matchup Leeds could get wiped out because West Ham are in such good form, and they are all positive. Hari itu last weekend lawan Manchester United kalah, tapi lawan League Cup pula menang. So I don't see them having a problem. They really have good form. I think their spirits are high, semangat tu kuat, and risau sebab Leeds ni banyak injury. So bagi saya memang West Ham boleh lenyit Leeds United.
So boleh kita nasihatkan, kalau kata you ada Bamford, kalau you tak ada Antonio, bawa Bamford, bawa masuk Antonio, keluarkan Bamford, bawa masuk Antonio, lepas tu captain ke dia?
Boleh. And sayang lah sebab last weekend kan, the week before kan Antonio was suspended. Lepas tu ada yang jual Antonio, bawa masuk balik Bamford. So ada di antara kita yang terpaksa reverse balik untuk minggu ni, jual balik Bamford, masuk balik Antonio,
yes.
Tapi I think ramai for us who kept, I think you kept Antonio as well sebab you tak buat transfer last week.
Tapi ramai yang keluar, betul. Last week sampai 1.5 juta manager keluarkan dia, dan saya tengok traffic pada minggu ni lebih kurang 800,000 bawa dia masuk balik. So that is the pattern lah.
Yeah. So I think that I think West Ham will win this one comfortably.
Alright, so next one kita go through Leicester lawan Burnley. Ada juga soalan yang saya terima yang mengatakan saya ada Barnes, masih ada Harvey Barnes. Patutkah saya keep lagi match ni yang mana quite favourable juga, Leicester lawan Burnley. Both are not good form sangat. And then ada juga yang pendapat kata patut tak saya bawa masuk Vardy sebab dia pun macam tengok macam boleh perform. So apa pendapat you?
I think Vardy memang right now a lot of people write him off sebab banyak sangat premium striker. Sebab Vardy pun I can't remember harga dia, bukan
10.4 maybe.
Tapi itu pun kita tak anggap dia because kita tak consider sangat sebab dengan Ronaldo, Lukaku, Salah. So Vardy ni macam dia in the background, tapi he's quietly scoring the points. And he is in the top 5 in terms of points for forwards right now. So menentang Burnley, I think it's fine. Memang Leicester tak sangat menyelah, tapi Vardy should still score, can still score goals. Barnes ni satu hal lah, tak tahu, rasa macam kita pernah asyik cerita pasal Barnes ni. Memang sebab dia still tak datang hasil, so tak tahulah. For me, I would have memang lost interest because bagi saya lah, Leicester still belum dapat click into that right form where they score a lot of goals. So setakat ni kita tengok dia punya goals tak banyak. So still flow tu tak ada. Sebelum ni they last season they were capable of scoring banyak goals in one match, but not this season. So I think it will be a problem. Tapi yalah, kalau nak go Vardy tu Vardy, tapi Barnes ni memang mungkin I don't know, Rodgers quite patient with Barnes dengan siapa ni? Madison. Tapi right now I cannot see Barnes still producing walaupun dia start. And kita tahu he always get subbed out. 60-70 minit he's always out. So lagi kurang lagi.
Okay, saya ada baca sikit ni team news tengok Leicester ni. Tengok adakah whether Evans akan start, I'm not sure, tapi dia akan give late assessment lah ya. And then Madison macam injured ke ya? Macam tak ada nampak.
Madison could be injured. So don't pick him. Tapi tak ramai pun ada Madison rasanya. Lagi ramai orang ada Barnes sebab lagi murah.
How about Burnley? Semua full squad ke? Any specific injury?
No, the key players are all still there.
Okay.
Brownhill, I think one FPL pick might be injured. So mungkin dia tak ada. Tapi dia pun bench lah most of the time. I think banyak yang ada highlight Wood sebagai differential. Sebab right now Burnley pun macam Norwich jugalah, dia under pressure, a lot of pressure because again they like Norwich, dia orang pun tak ada menang lagi match. So they are under pressure to at least score goals. Tapi for me it's not for me lah. Wood ni tunggulah.
Okay. So let's go match Watford lawan Newcastle. Ramai yang telah membawa masuk Ismail Sarr, ramai juga berminat dengan Dennis, Josh King, and at the same time don't be surprised Sam Maximin juga adalah hot asset yang dibawa masuk oleh manager. So apa perkembangan Watford dan Newcastle camp? Adakah any specific injury? Backman macam mana? Backman.
Okay, Backman, the latest news yang he's not really injured, tapi now it looks like Foster dah taken over the spot. So now it's so for those yang sebelum ni Foster kan 4-0 dah ada since game week 1 saja nak letak bench. Now you guys ada option to play him. So memang so ada nasib baik lah sikit yang siapa yang ada Foster tu. Cuma sama ada you want to field him instead of your Sanchez tu, tak tahulah, tu cerita lain lah. That one you have to decide. Newcastle have more injuries. Lascelles injured, Willock injured.
Okay.
So it does
that will be favor jugalah kalau siapa ada attacking Watford.
Okay, bagi saya kan tak ada beza sangat sebab sebelum ni ada Lascelles dengan Willock pun dia orang kena whack juga, and so I rasa kalau dia tukar personnel tak akan menjadi perbezaan. Tetapi one thing about Saint Maximin yang Hafiz katakan tadi is that memang sebenarnya saya tak terkejut. Kenapa? Sebab saya pun berfikir nak memasukkan ESM. So I just feel that this again similarly same problem. Newcastle again belum lagi win a single match lagi, so they right at the bottom of the table. They did draw against Southampton. So now I feel that this might be the match that Newcastle needs to win. And if Newcastle wins this or at least scores goals, ASM will be the one. And one thing about ASM, he's still quite consistent. And he's the top 5 again, just like Radi, he's in the top 5 of forwards, top scoring forwards dalam FPL. Yeah, tapi ownership kurang. Still tak adalah below 10%. I think ownership is about 11-12%, but it's still a lot lower daripada Antonio, Ronaldo, you know, even though he's a top 4 goal scorer. So
kalau aku tengok dekat sini season 3 lah ya, for the next 4 match lah, tak tengok banyak. Newcastle nombor 2 lepas Leeds, dia lawan Watford, lepas tu next week lawan Wolves, okay, then Tottenham and then Crystal Palace. So I think can be a good match. Cuma game-game yang senang tu dia main away, itu sahajalah setback dia yang saya tengok.
I don't know, Wolves tu I don't think it's as hard as we thought it was going to be.
Okay, tengok minggu ni Southampton lawan Wolves, tengok kalau Wolves keep clean sheet definitely dia back.
Alright, we'll get to that one. So in terms of Watford tak ada any key injuries lah. Watford, I think most of them players
keeper sajalah Foster akan main, nampak gayanya. Kalau you ada combo Batman dengan Foster, you should not worry. Tapi kalau Batman tapi tak ada playing keeper, then you might need to make some change lah, betul tak?
Yeah. On Sa pula, I felt that sebab saya memang ada Sa since game week 1. So saya tahu agak sakit hati juga tengok ramai orang nak masukkan Sa, so join the club. So
dah berapa 10% dah?
Oh, is it? Because masa I believe it was like 5% or something from game week 1. So but it was so much so that ada terfikir nak bawa striker Watford, Dennis dengan atau King masuk sebab rasa boleh juga dapat score goals menentang Newcastle ni, and especially because Watford are playing at home. So memang yalah, but at the end of the day it's about Newcastle punya defense memang tak boleh pakai.
Ni ada soalan, Maximin dan Barnes masih simpan okey ke? Kalau nasihat kita, Maximin boleh simpan, Barnes maybe need to go. Boleh Barnes transfer out untuk Sa lah.
Okay. For who do Leicester play next week?
Leicester. Okay, Leicester main Crystal Palace.
Okay, so I tak boleh nak justify lah kalau you dah simpan Barnes since game week 1. I cannot see you keeping him. If you don't have Sa, you might as well sell Barnes for Sa contohnya. Tapi sebab Maximin okay, I think if you note his record, he's only blank sekali in the past 5 matches. He scored or assisted. So he's still ticking, even though kat belakang dia hancur, tapi kat depan he is still delivering. Even
sama still delivering.
Ada ke tak ada, he's still delivering. So but Barnes ni, even though Leicester win, Barnes tak terlibat. So I think it may be time. Especially if you don't have someone like Sa.
Betul. So I think those are the assets yang has been monitored. Betul lah yang you cakap, Maximin has been producing result atau goal involvement. Kalau aku tengok dekat sini, for the past 5 game yang main, satu dia yang dia blank. Yang lain tu semua at least ada 1 goal atau 1 assist. So that is under radar punya asset. Dia still 6.7 juta. Kalau anda rasa macam tak nak ada Bamford injured ataupun any third striker yang tak pasti siapa nak ambil, I think ASM ni is a good choice jugalah at least for a short term. Tapi kalau tengok Newcastle punya ticker ni banyak hijau, so I think good choice jugalah kalau nak long term. Okay, then we go to Brentford lawan Liverpool. Apakah perkabaran Liverpool camp? Adakah Firmino sudah sihat? Trent sudah sihat? So kalau Firmino dah sihat, Jota punya owner akan risau. Dan macam mana perkembangan?
I think risau, they still frustrated with Jota because he's still, even though Firmino's out, dia tak ada return. Even though banyak chances, and I think we saw the last week ada right there in the box, and he could have easily scored, they still tak score. So memang it's frustrating for Jota owners. Firmino dikatakan akan dah he's back, he's ready. So it's a question.
Training semua lah, dah start training semua, okay.
Yes, cuma sama ada he will return ke tak for against Brentford, we are not sure. Okay, one thing to bear in mind is that Liverpool juga akan menentang Porto midweek untuk Champions League. Playing away. So it depends on how Klopp nak juggle the squad. I'm not sure myself. It's a bit of a risk.
And then Brentford ni walaupun kata promoted punya side, tapi you already know that they can give a fight So Liverpool has to feel a strong side juga, tak boleh juggle too much to me.
Okay. All right. The thing is Brentford. The thing with Brentford is the argument against that the good defensive record so far is that mereka belum lagi main a top attacking side. Sorry Arsenal fans. Tapi setakat ini fixtures mereka belum lagi melibatkan a real top attacking side. So someone like Liverpool, Manchester City, Chelsea, they orang belum jumpa lagi. So now they up against Liverpool. So I can see Liverpool still win this. It might be a bit harder, but it won't be. It should still be a win for Liverpool.
Alright, fair. Let's go to Southampton and Wolves. Ramai juga ada asset Wolves bawa masuk last week, like Jimenez. I think you pun bawa masuk Jimenez. Saya pun almost bawa masuk Jimenez. Ada bawa masuk Adama Traore. Ada bawa masuk Semedo, Markal. And then ada juga yang berfikir nak bawa masuk Southampton asset, okay, like Armstrong. So apakah perkembangan terkini for both camp? Any news?
Okay, so Wolves apparently Nori is out. Southampton, most of the players are okay. Cuman it's now I guess it's Jack Stephens, the centre back for Southampton is also still out. So other than that, not much changes. So, but it's a case of deciding whether or not to have assets from these teams. Okay. Sorry, I saw a comment by one person from Facebook. Armstrong is a good asset. I think he is. Tapi itulah, if you remember, those yang follow FPL Jedi show know I actually had him in game week 3. Tapi
and produce an assist kan?
Produce an assist, but the next week I sold him for Ronaldo. So suddenly Ronaldo ada, so I had to use him to sell Ronaldo. But he did an assist. Southampton will have a good run of matches, mostly I think after this. So I think it might be a good asset for him. So the question now for me is with Wolves, about we're not sure what's going on with Wolves. Hari tu dah menang lah Watford, lepas tu kalah balik. So where is the Wolves capacity? Kita not sure what's going on with Wolves, and I have to admit, bagi saya rasa saya dah buat kesilapan untuk memasukkan Jimenez minggu lepas.
Sebab not kesilapan. Pada saya bukan kesilapan. Kena be patient a bit. Mungkin
saya tengok the matches and I'm not confident at all, and I'm worried about Jimenez punya level of confidence right now. They can be quite tentative. So I don't know. And plus now we are up against Southampton, which is one of strong defenses so far. Yeah, it was underrated. A lot of people thought Southampton memang akan hancur this season sebab quite a few players they left, but that hasn't happened. And Southampton are at home juga, so menentang Wolves. I know that Jimenez has minggu depan dia akan menentang Newcastle, so that's a good matchup for him. Yeah, because I feel that if he's going to score goals, it may be next week. This week, I just cannot see him scoring goals.
Okay, alright. So ada soalan tadi pasal what do you think about Mohamed Salisi? Aku pun cari juga nama dia kat mana ni. Rupanya
dia
defense.
Centre back for Southampton.
So kalau asset dari segi defense Southampton lah, kalau you rasa nak bawa masuk, I think Livramento is easily the pick that you should pick over any other Southampton defenders lah.
Betul,
For 4.1, 4.2, I think Livramento is the best asset lah.
Betul, setuju. Yeah, so if I really wouldn't recommend you going for more than Southampton defender, but if you wanted to go with someone, Hafiz is right. Livramento is the best asset to take, because the potential clean sheet memang ada, but he's also quite attacking. So memang for me, go for Livra, don't go for Salisu. Yeah,
so Brian tanya, Jimenez was a bad choice. I don't agree with you also, sorry. I don't also agree with me. I need to be patient. Am I looking at Podence long run? Tak lah, Podence pun baru nak masuk balik first 11 kan. So I'm not too sure. For me, Jimenez. Sorry. Comment?
Brian, I think Wolves have a problem. And I'm worried overall with the manager as well. Whether or not the manager is capable of taking Wolves to get regular points. For me, memang bagi saya lah memang nampak macam ada masalah lah untuk Wolves ni. And I think the manager is not doing enough. So yes, I agree. For me, I agree. So this one memang gaduh dengan Hafiz lah. For me, it's a choice. And no, I wouldn't look at Podence either, because tak sure lagi how Bruno Lage will play with his team. The good thing is, because another thing is that Huang, the Korean guy, has come up and at least the week before he scored, but this week he didn't score. I wouldn't be surprised if he started this week. Yeah, because if they still couldn't score minggu lepas. So but whatever the case, no, don't go Podence either. Wait first. Even though Wolves' run of fixtures nampak good, for me, it's a case of, okay, if you don't, okay, fine lah. If you, for some who already have Jimenez, you might as well keep him sebab next week dia akan menentang Newcastle.
Lawan Newcastle.
And then that's when, if he's going to score, he has to score 10. If he still doesn't score 10, then I think it's time to evacuate. But yes, Wolves' run of fixtures memang is still good, and kena tengok lah. But untuk siapa yang belum ada Wolves asset lagi, I know a lot of people sebab nak jual Bamford, nak beli siapa, I really wouldn't recommend you buying Jimenez yet. If you might also save it for next week.
Okay.
Nak gaduh lagi tu, tak apa.
So, let's go to next match. Okay, London Derby, Arsenal lawan Spurs. Tengok macam mana result boleh bertukar begitu saja. Spurs having a good opening season, okay, 3 win at the back, 3 win, lepas tu 2 kalah. Arsenal pula permulaan yang teruk, okay, kalah 3 kali dan kembali 2 game, and this match is important. Like I mention dalam kita punya midweek punya show, Arsenal kalau menang 2-0 lawan Spurs, dia akan berada di atas Spurs. So macam mana match pada hari Ahad nanti? Adakah Arsenal akan turn up and kalahkan Spurs?
I think one observation that we made for this, that we a lot of us seem to have made for this week, is that Arsenal menentang Spurs ni is supposed to be such a big thing. Tapi punyalah sikit noise making. Memang tak banyak orang cakap pasal Arsenal versus Spurs ni. And there's a good reason for that, is that these teams are not on their peak. They're on jauh lagi. And at the moment, you could argue that Arsenal are in a better position than Spurs at the moment, even though Spurs are a bit higher in the table. But Arsenal, currently, they are on a winning streak. okay, only 2 matches so far, but they are on a winning streak, whereas Spurs are going downhill at the moment. So it's slight advantage to Arsenal. Okay, in terms of players, I think most of them have they both are the team players back, so I don't think it's an issue.
Okay, Arsenal's full squad, Spurs full squad, is it? Nothing to worry?
Yeah, I think for
Yeah.
Spurs it's the full squad as well.
Okay.
The for me the problem with Arsenal is that
Sun, okay lah. Sun, good to go. Okay,
Son is
alright.
good to go. For me the problem with Arsenal is that siapa ni, Granit Xhaka is now available. So
Yeah.
I think he's a liability for Arsenal, and I think he shouldn't play. So it's a big question lah. How Arsenal set up, but and they have won the 2 matches where he didn't play. So I think they should continue to not play him. There's no reason, even though he's supposedly a leader, but I don't think he's a leader. So yeah,
Okay.
but in terms of fantasy, I would probably need to avoid this one. I think there are plenty of other picks elsewhere.
Okay, pada saya Arsenal Spurs ni something to watch, sebab kalau kata Arsenal perform, katakanlah Saka or any dia asset, Smith Rowe atau Odegaard perform and scoring goals, dia boleh jadi bandwagon sebab Arsenal have a good run, still have a good run after that. So itu yang I terfikir lah for this match to look out. Yep. Alright.
Fine.
Okay, last but not least, game Crystal Palace lawan Brighton. Saya tahu anda dah bawa masuk ke atau belum bawa masuk? Conor Gallagher, itulah pick yang kita bincang during midweek. Crystal Palace lawan Brighton, could be tight game, tapi adakah you akan bawa masuk?
Okay, firstly, just a quick one on injury news. As far as we know, cuma Brighton tak ada Webster lah.
Okay.
But other than that, I think both teams are.
Adakah Lemty sudah sihat nak start game? Tak tahulah itu.
I think Potter dah belajar dari kesilapan, jangan terlalu rushkan Lemty ni sebab senang sangat dia injured. Memang for me it's a sick note, and janganlah but the thing is plenty of people dah ada Dunk or Duffy, dah cukup tak payah nak Lemty, even though Brighton punya defensive record is good. So yeah. Untuk Crystal Palace pula memang okay, tak ada real significant injuries. In terms of picks, saya belum lagi bawa masuk Gallagher, so I'm trying to decide, and then later
we show our team lah. Okay,
who to sell to make room for Gallagher, sebab ada quite a few issues now. But Zaha is interesting for those who want to pick him. Obviously, he's now the designated penalty taker, I think. But also because he has a good record against Brighton. Yeah. So, but it might be too risky. And to be fair, Crystal Palace fixtures are not one of the best. Yeah. But I feel that Crystal Palace is improving under Patrick Vieira. Yeah, I thought they would be a really defensive team, but they haven't shown. They seem to be quite attacking. So yeah, I mean I'm definitely I can see myself definitely before deadline bawa masuk Gallagher. Cuma untuk siapa tu menjadi persoalan.
Okay, good. Kita dah run through all team news and then kita pun dah update mana yang patut. So you all can decide on who replacement yang terbaik untuk Bamford if you have. Okay, ataupun you decide untuk benchkan dia dan main you punya bench fodder. But kalau saya ada Bamford, confirm saya tukar lah sama ada Jimenez ataupun ASM walaupun Azmin tak setuju. Okay, we go through a bit our team. We start with yours.
Okay, hang on. Let me share my screen. Okay.
Alright.
Okay, so alright. Okay, so firstly Sanchez fine, because now that Batman is out of favor, so memang tak ada Batman Sanchez so there's no longer an issue of choosing which keeper. Shaw stays. TAA should be back, inshallah. Dunk So the question now, Dunk, I almost thought of selling him for Alonso, but I decided, okay, never mind, can wait 1 week, even though they are against Crystal Palace. Yeah, I feel that Dunk still has the goal scoring possibility. Shaw ni memang fast juga as a holder, because the theory is that he's supposed to do be the main assist for Cristiano Ronaldo, so that hasn't really happened. But because of the matchup and it's at Old Trafford, I think can still keep another week. Sarr fits in nicely. I already have him. Rafinha. So this is the problem, because currently he's rated at 50%, and Bamford pun tak ada, Harrison mungkin out, and I'm just worried about the Leeds squad as a whole. Even though kalau Rafinha ada pun, can he tembus that West Ham defense? That West Ham defense is strong. It's quite disciplined. Yeah. So even we together with these doubts, memang rasa nak jual. Okay, Greenwood.
You dah make changes ke?
Belum. I haven't made changes.
Okay.
Belum. So Greenwood is another issue I have. And kalau Rafinha was totally fit, memang I would my decision memang akan sell Greenwood and buy Gallagher. It's not so much about the matchups, it's just that I feel that Greenwood punya role dah diminish dengan kehadiran Ronaldo, and as a result he will not be as involved. Memang last week blank, but it's not because of just last week he blanked yang makes me want to sell. Tapi I did an analysis between the difference between game week 1 to 3 and his output compared to game week 4 to 5. Dia punya shots dah kurang, shots in the box kurang. So for me, it's hard for me to keep him, and I'm definitely looking at selling Greenwood. Okay, so obviously my biggest differential against Sadio Mane, so he will stay because I want to fix other issues. So where everyone else has Salah. So this again, last week this proved to be Salah won. So hopefully this week Mane will win.
Boleh cakap nanti lawan Brentford easily Mane score 1, assist 1, it will be a different perspective dah. So I think it's okay. Yep.
Yeah, so I think that either way, most likely Mane will be involved, and I cannot drop Mane because just like unless it's Salah, because Mane form is okay juga. He's still scoring goals.
Fair.
So that's not
maybe not as explosive as Salah, but still performing.
Yeah, he should be explosive though. Anyway, okay, moving on. So Antonio. So currently I have the captaincy on Antonio because of Leeds.
I like the choice.
Yeah, so right now my vice captaincy on Mane. So I'll skip Jimenez kejap and go to Ronaldo. So Ronaldo's obviously there, and I think the most popular option, I don't know, right now was, I think previously is Salah, but I think people more and more are captaining Ronaldo because he's at home as well. So I think Ronaldo tu memang, he's good, but I decided not to captain him. I feel like Antonio may have, because of the Leeds defense, may have a better
fair.
goal. Okay, so just on Jimenez, so this is the biggest dilemma for me. Nak jual ke nak beli, even though memang last week saya baru beli Jimenez. So and I think you mentioned that I should be more patient, kena sabar, tunggu dulu. Tapi saya tak confident lah. Saya rasa macam beli Jimenez minggu lepas adalah satu kesilapan.
Kalau kau nak jual, kau nak beli siapa? Jimenez tu.
Kalau jual, it will be either a Watford punya attacker, but most likely Alan Saint-Maximin. Because I feel that ASM walaupun dia punya defense hancur, tapi dia masih perform, and I feel that he can be quite consistent. Dia macam a bit like Adama Traore, except that he actually has an output. He can actually score goals and assists. So Alan Saint-Maximin is definitely on my radar.
Kalau based on your input lah tadi, cerita-cerita kan, I think Rafinha mungkin tak main. Kita anggap dia mungkin tak main. So bila Rafinha tak main, so Gilmour akan masuk jadi sub lah, which is not bad juga. Norwich lawan Everton, like you mention, Everton mungkin akan lead goal kan, so Gilmour should involve lah. Kalau kata benda tu, teori itu yang kita guna. Greenwood, you dah kata macam you dah rasa output dia dah teruk, and then you feel that Greenwood should go. Jimenez, walaupun you kata tak suka, I think maybe your priority is more to midfield and Gallagher should be the priority. Do you agree?
Yes, I do agree. So between Gallagher and ASM, my first priority is to put in Gallagher. Yeah,
Okay.
the Jimenez to ASM decision, which will involve taking a hit, -4 of course, will be a decision that I may take right dekat last baru really decide sama ada
Tapi
nak buat.
I rasa kalau katakan kita pun not sure Rafinha main ke tak, and walaupun Greenwood macam you rasa output dia dah kurang, maybe lah, I tak tahu ni maybe saja ya. Rafinha is the one that he need to go and Gallagher bawa masuk, and Greenwood you can still give chance this game and lawan Villa. Next game pun kalau you nak bagi chance lawan Everton at home tak silap, and then after international break then you can reassess if you need. That what I will do. Jimenez, kalau you tanya I, definitely I will stick him for at least until next week lawan Newcastle and then reassess.
Okay. I'm not convinced.
But that is my point.
No, it's not. Yeah, I get it. It's just that I've been watching. I took some time to watch videos of Jimenez play and
Jimenez almost score kan. You nampak ada satu. You nampak kan dia ada satu cross, lepas tu Jimenez tanduk tapi tak masuk, lepas tu dia kata dia terus tarik dia punya band kat kepala tu, dia kata mungkin sebab ni lah aku tanduk tak betul.
Tak tahu, tapi tu bahaya gak, because I understand medical wise, you know, he needs to keep that headband on sebab kita tahu kecederaan dia, tapi tak tahulah, so I'm not sure. And at the back of my head I have a slight concern. I think a lot of people I've actually asked this in other forums and YouTuber punya sessions. Is there a possibility that they might even bench Jimenez? So because he has played the last 5 matches 90 minutes and but still nothing to show for it, even though ialah banyak shot on target, tapi you know, in the end tak ada hasil. So I don't know. I'm a bit worried there. So we'll see. And we have
ada komen ni Crystal Palace, saya rasa Vera masih baru. Okay, nak introduce Ayan Tabatan, Edward and seorang lagi attacker muda. Gallagher suka sikit, itu pendapat dia lah ya. Nak jadi value sebab attacking dia kurang.
So I want to disagree a bit on that. I think kalau you tengok in terms of midfielders, he is in the top 10 for point scoring, and dengan harga dia yang cuma 5.6, he's actually quite cheap as well. So is, you know, in terms of risk, we don't have to invest too much. Eduardo tu tak tahu lah, because
dia pun tak start lah.
Our striker punya slot ni very, very tight. so memang susah sikit. Tapi for Gallagher, I definitely can see, and he is involved in a lot. He takes set pieces, you know.
Ya, betul, setuju.
When the attacking comes into play, dia terlibat. Dia macam mana pun dia terlibat.
Setuju. So I guess Gallagher is your priority. Are you willing to take hit this week?
Yeah, if I go for ASM and Gallagher, then yes, I'll be taking a hit.
But are you inclined to that negative
Yes.
4? Okay. Tak apa, kau tukar dulu. Aku rasa Rafinha tu mungkin sebab you ada option sekarang kan. So you can take out Rafinha, tengok kalau dia baik, then after international break boleh bawa dia balik kalau kata dia performing kan. Tapi this week macam unlikely he plays, right? So itu yang worry lah. Then Gilmore akan main lah.
Itulah. At least I still have Gilmore there, because Eiling macam out, Amati pun dah tak main.
Yeah. Okay. So can we go to my team?
Yep. Go ahead.
Let me share. Okay. Keluar ke?
Belum. Okay, yeah, I can see it now.
Alright. So then saya just go through. Okay, Sanchez my keeper, TAA, Shaw dan Dick ni. Okay, Dick ni sihat, so saya akan kekalkan dia walaupun dia has been a frustrating asset for the past 5 weeks. Kalau tak silap dia hanya ada 9 point kot. 9 kan? Tak ingat berapa point total dia ada. Jap, aku nak tengok. Sebab aku tak puas hati sangat kan. Baik, kita tengok.
I'm so glad I dodged this bullet, because memang when my first draft was had Dini in it. Lepas tu lah, tak percaya lah Everton ni.
Tengok ni hanya ada total point of betul lah 9. Aduh, teruk betul lah dia ni. First game week 2 point. Game week 2 0 point. Game week 3 ada 1 clean sheet. Last Everton lawan Burnley 2 point. Last week negatif 1. 9 point daripada 5 match. Can you imagine? This player could easily be Alonso tau. Kalau Alonso aku pick up daripada first week, berapa banyak point aku dah gain.
Okay. To contrast it, Iwobi has more points than Dini. So he's not even Iwobi is even a first teamer, but he has more points.
So tapi emotion kena bertahan. Game week ni lawan Norwich, dia favorable untuk dapat clean sheet and also attacking return. Hopefully dia deliver last game this week sebab confirm next week aku akan bawa dia keluar untuk Chelsea punya defender. Whether Rudiger, Alonso, I will decide next week. Tapi confirm dia ni last chance saloon dia this week. He better perform or whether he's perform or not, he definitely go next week. Next ialah news yang terkini. Aku dah bawa masuk Ismail Sarr. Aku dah fikir-fikir, dah banyak aku tengok player-player pro punya advice pula. Tengok advice banyak menjurus kepada first midfielder kalau nak tukar is Ismail Sarr if you don't have him. I don't have him, you already have him. Dia still low in ownership tapi slightly dah increase a bit, increase on 10% above. So Sarr bawa masuk. Torres aku dah tak boleh sabar, dah tak main 2 game. Tapi maybe aku akan fikir balik Man City asset after game week 8 after international break. Okay. Rafinha is still there. Ben Rama and Salah. Ben Rama has good fixture lawan Leeds as you know. Rafinha kalau tak main, then my bench akan masuk sama ada aku letak first my sub is Livramento. Southampton could easily have clean sheet lawan Wolves. So I'm still okay with that choice. Then my friend Ronaldo, Tony, Antonio. Ronaldo is my captain. Okay, I'm going for safe pick. Okay, and Manchester United lawan Aston Villa. It might be kalau tak 3-0 pun at least Ronaldo akan involve in some way, whether a goal ataupun an assist. Tony is still there. My first thinking last week ialah untuk bawa dia keluar for Bamford. Tapi sekarang Bamford dah injured, so dia memudahkan saya punya keputusan, tak akan bawa masuk. So he might stay. Antonio is back from suspension, so he'll be there. Hopefully dia akan score big points lawan Leeds. So
obviously Tony sebab last week pun he did very well, so lagi sayang.
Itulah dia keputusan last week pun mengambil faktor untuk dia masih stay, tapi he could easily be ASM lah ya. Macam kau kata tadi, I think ASM is a good asset talking, so and dia punya price pun masih 6.7. Saya ada 2 transfer, saya dah guna 1 transfer. I can also use another transfer if I want. Cuma fikir maybe next week is game week 7, so maybe I wait another week to use my 2 free transfer to bring Chelsea asset. I'm thinking Alonso atau Rudiger, or another thing I could easily get a midfielder lah, whether Mount, Havertz and so on. So that is my thinking, tapi not sure yet. My game week 7 punya wildcard plan, maybe I won't do it, and if there is, maybe after international break is a good time code. Sebab bila dah after international break, then you ada better news, maybe Lukaku or Ronaldo masih injured during international, then it will make easier my game week plan. Min, kau tahu ke the next international break after game week 7 ni, after that, tak tahu bila kan?
Maybe between game week 7 and game week 8. Or after that there'll be one more in late November, I think.
Okay, so maybe panjang lagi lah kan game week untuk international break. So if that's the case, then I think maybe that is the plan lah for now.
But one thing I envy you is that you still have extra transfer. So memang you are quite different from me in terms of saving transfers. Masa game between game week 1 and then game week 2 I simpan transfer tu, memang itu pun rasa memang tak tahan nak juga guna transfer, but in the end I managed to do it. But
sebenarnya ada satu lagi strategi I'm thinking. If I know that I'm going to do my game week 8 punya wildcard, I could take advantage. This week what I can do is, if I feel Everton lawan Norwich tu can be a high scoring game and Gray atau Townsend terlibat, I could easily upgrade Brownhill kepada Gray atau Townsend. Then next week aku use satu transfer yang ada tu, gantikan Digne kepada any Chelsea defender, and I won't bring in Lukaku yet. Ronaldo still has good fixture lawan Everton, which I could still captain him. And then game week 8 wildcard, and buatlah apa yang you nak. So that is another thinking that I might do lah, but I will leave it late this evening.
Okay. In terms of the international break, I just checked, it's November 13
Okay, November 13 tu game week berapa?
I pun tak sure.
Jaya tengok
Tapi it should be like game week 12, I think.
Bila tadi? Berapa bulan?
13 November.
13 November. Kalau 13 November betul. Dia akan antara game 11 dengan 12. Kalau betul lah.
Yep. Yeah.
So kalau macam tu, maybe there will be game week 8, 9, 10, 11, lepas tu another international break. Okay?
Yeah. So I'll be impressed if both of us manage to keep our wildcards until the second international break. Yeah,
itulah, tapi
but I know popular theory was that we would start bringing in use our wildcard when especially Chelsea's fixture turn. Yeah, because after in game week 8 7 onwards they have a really good fixture turn, which is next week. But now some are thinking, are people moving it to 8, and some people think that they may not have to entirely. So it depends on your squad. Ya, kalau squad banyak sangat masalah, then of course it's just that contohnya kan, because in game week 7 minggu depan Chelsea akan lawan Southampton. So I'm not sure that matchup is as good as we thought it was. Sebab kita dah tengok Southampton, walaupun dia orang tak menang, but they managed to hold back a lot of the attacks yang kita thought would whack them. Contohnya Manchester United is one exact example lah. But at the same time, they were not able to win against Newcastle either. They still drew. But risau juga in terms of that. So it's just that I can see us bringing a defender for sure untuk game week 7 Chelsea defender. You know, you got nothing to lose. But bringing an attacker, especially someone like Lukaku, not so sure. Yeah, and we still have to remember that Chelsea are still involved in the midweek Champions League. So don't make any hasty transfers so soon after this week as the results for this week come in. Sebab memang kita tak tahu. So we have to be careful.
Okay. So I think kita run through our team. Maybe kita just tengok some question kalau ada tak jawab. Ada satu soalan. Will you sell Salah to get Lukaku? Ya? Dia two different players in two different position. So if you ask me, kalau dari segi premium asset lah ya, aku tak tahu komen premium asset ataupun the whole player punya list pun, I think Salah is number one. To me, Salah is the number one you need to get. Then after that you can think whether Ronaldo or Lukaku. How about you?
It's a bit hard for me because I don't have Salah anymore myself.
Tak apalah, tapi kalau you ada pilihan sekarang kan.
If I did have Salah, no, I wouldn't sell Salah to fund Lukaku. I would look elsewhere. Just Salah it seems to be operating on a different level. And he's quite consistent. Yeah, and we have seen that Lukaku has not been consistent. So even the last game against Spurs, Chelsea won 3-0. By the way, tapi Lukaku was not involved at all. Yeah, so it's quite glaring. I think a lot of Lukaku players holders were quite disappointed. But it goes to show that Chelsea punya squad is may not necessarily be as dependent with Lukaku. They definitely need a striker up front yang memang who can slot in the goals. But there's enough firepower elsewhere where they don't necessarily have to rely on him. Whereas for Salah, even for one thing, obviously dia memang penalty taker for Liverpool when Milner's not playing.
Yeah.
But in the end, macam mana pun he always seems to be involved. Yeah, the money goal first tu pun Salah.
Betul kan saya kalau Salah Salah is the most scored player currently.
Yes. Correct.
Yep. So there is no argument on Salah punya credibility. In terms of total point pun dia adalah yang paling top, 50 point. Nombor 2 adalah Antonio 39. So boleh nampak jurang dia at least 11 point tu. So Salah without a doubt the best asset in FPL.
Yeah, his positioning seems to on a football note, positioning ni macam has improved. His decision making seems to have improved. And he's not as wasteful compared to last season so far lah memang. Okay, realitinya at the end of the day it's still only 5 game weeks so far. Tapi from what we've seen, it's quite good to see. It's quite interesting. So no, I would.
Okay, kita pergi next question ni from Damha. Can suggest bagian 5.5 million midfielder. Kalau Azmin dia akan cakap Gallagher lah sebab itu yang dia suggest sebelum ni. But is there any other option in that kind of bracket 5.5? What do you think?
Yeah, the issue with the thing with Gallagher, dia dah naik to 5.6. So if you're really exactly looking for that 5.5, one person you could consider is Doucouré for Everton. So obviously he's without Richarlison and DCL, they need to rely on the squad to score goals. So he may be an option for you. Other than that, I'm not so sure because 5.5 is quite a tight amount untuk to have someone. You would have to look at some bargains and I can't see any real good bargains at 5.5 at the moment.
Okay, if I may suggest, kalau you tengok Mbomo lawan Bradford from team Bradford, dia like more involved in attacking. Cuma aku tak boleh advise dia sebab game Brentford punya fixture turning red lawan Liverpool, lawan West Ham dan Chelsea. So I won't suggest that. 5.5 lagi dekat midfield ya, right? So midfield we have Arsenal asset lah if you want to consider Odegaard ataupun Smith Rowe, and Arsenal has some good fixture. Okay. If you want,
if you were to choose between Odegaard and Smith Rowe, I would go for Odegaard. I feel there's potential there. I think now that he's back to Arsenal, I think he can really push on this season and become an asset.
Sebab kau punya pasal Gallagher 5.7 dah. Aduh.
Dah 5.7 dah. Dia naik bila pagi tadi ya?
Entahlah, baru tengok walaupun dia punya selection bawah 10% kau apa harga naik ni? Kau banyak cerita pasal dia, semua orang dah ambil dia kot.
I don't think it's just me. But memang I didn't know. Was it this morning dia naik? I pun tak sure.
5.7. You can double check.
He did increase this morning.
Yeah,
he did
so
increase this morning.
I think macam Azmin kata Odegaard, I think I will advise Odegaard. Okay, the other option that you can go if you want instant result, kita pun cubalah ya. Townsend 5.4 million minggu ni. Cuba dia, mana tahu dia score 1 gol 1 assist this week lawan Norwich. If you want instant result.
Yeah, I think any player against Everton against Norwich ada potential. Cuma I'm worried about Everton mere fixtures after. Yeah, plus the fact that DCL and Richarlison will not be back so soon.
Okay, I think we have already concluded this week.
There's one more comment I saw. I think maybe you missed it. From Mubarak Bakri. I think he's in reference to your team. To
kasih main lah Livra. Okay, faham. Tapi nak bawa keluar siapa? Dik ni kena bagi last chance. Shaw is attacking and playing home. Trent is Trent. So Livra will be my first sub. Kalau Rafidah tak main, Livra masuk.
Yeah.
Thank you for the advice, bro. Yeah, thank you advice. I think Livra is still a good option. Or maybe you nak kata jangan main Tony, main Livra. Maybe lah dia nak cakap macam tu. So okay, I can think of that.
No. Yeah. I sorry, when I say no, I mean don't take out Tony because it's just that Tony is in form. So even though it was against Liverpool at home, I don't see.
Okay, I think betul Mubarak kata thinking tu sebab dia rasa Livra ada better chances of clean sheet lawan Wolves lah. Okay, I understand the thinking. Cuma aku pernah buat sebelum ni tau. tak silap aku bench DCL ada last year. Sebab ingat dia macam lawan Manchester mungkin dia tak perform. Tengok dia score 2 gol. So itu telah memberikan iktibar pada aku. I won't bench any attacker even though they have bad fixture. You never know. Liverpool lawan Brentford lawan Liverpool, tiba-tiba dia pop up with a goal.
No, this comes back to Omar's argument in our show previously. You know, form over fixture, and this ties in nicely. He has the form, so why sell him even though it's against a tough fixture? So, yeah.
Okay, man. I think we concluded our live stream this week. Thank you to all who joining and support this show pada pagi ni. I think this is the first time kita live dekat YouTube juga. Akhirnya, Alhamdulillah, kita berjaya ya, man. So whoever in YouTube channel yang subscribe to our channel, thank you so much for your support. We will continue this live stream, especially during this deadline transfer lah ya. And
I think because of what happened last week, most people tuned in through our Facebook. But Alhamdulillah, our YouTube is now up, so you can use that as an option as well. So it's good. But again, I echo what Hafiz said. Terima kasih semua kepada yang sudi tune in and follow us. Hopefully ada benda yang didiscuss yang apply to your team and you may make the right decisions. So all the best and
kita akan membantu tuan-puan mana yang perlu, insyaAllah dengan apa yang kita tahulah ya. Okay, I think some of the option kita go through pun is because pengalaman yang kita ada. Azmin lagi banyak pengalaman dari saya, tapi kita tengok this portion of dari segi statistik, dari segi eye test dan juga apa yang kita rasa bagus untuk fixture yang akan datang juga. Bukan one game event sajalah ya. Tapi kalau Townsend nak tukar, I think this is the time. Okay. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, all the best for Game Week 6. Bye.